You are you. You are your own limits. You are special. You are created in the image of God. Never allow anybody to understate you, because God had a reason of bringing you into this world, and that He has given you the ability to undertake your purpose in this world. Hello guys, my name is Chemutai Keter, and this is Chemutai Keter YouTube channel. Welcome. This is the channel where we do learn, we do grow, and we do have fun together. Today guys, I want us to talk about something very crucial, something that has been affecting our communities, something that has been taken like it is ordinary when it is not ordinary in the real sense. And this thing, what is it? This is divorce. Guys, divorce in African community never used to happen that much, but today it's like it is normal, and that even the younger generation learn from the older generation, and they have seen as if it is something that is ordinary when it is something that has been affecting our communities. They make people to go into marriage. It's like it is at rehearsal. Marriage is something that you get yourself into, and it has no turning back. Guys, without wasting time, I want us to get into it. Guys, one tip to saving marriage and avoiding divorce is that you should not allow third parties into your marriage. Remember, marriage consists of only two people. When you allow another person to come into your marriage, that marriage is gradually dying. For example, when we have issues in our marriage, it is always advisable and it is healthy that solve the problem amongst the two of us. If I have a problem and then it's like I'm running to, for example, my mother, remember my mother loves me very, very much, and she will tend to support me in this situation. My mother will never have a good perception towards my husband. Yes, she might tell me to continue persevering, to continue being patient, that it might change one time. But remember, my mother will it's like my husband is not treating me right. So guys, it is always good you finish your problems amongst the two of you. If I run to my pastor is also a human being. A friend of mine told me that she ran to her pastor's wife to tell her of her rape issue. And before she knew it, everybody in the church knew of the story. Why? Because the pastor's wife told the first congregant, and then that first congregant told another and another and another, and with time all the church knew about it. So it's always good that you solve amongst the two of you. If you feel that you cannot solve amongst the two of you, it is always good to look for a marriage counselor. That is the first step. Why? Because a marriage counselor has the skills. She or he has the experience, and that he or she is doing his or her own job, and he or she is not biased in any way, because she or he is not related to you or the husband in any way. Solve small issues as they arise. Guys, small issues always tend to become bigger with time. So it's always good you repair a crack on the wall, or else you will build the whole wall. Guys, if you solve small issues as they arise, it brings that sense of care, especially in women, and that these small issues will not be built up to become bigger, which can cause problems later. Another point, guys, is that we should learn healthy arguments. In this case, we should always get rid of that notion of being right. If you get rid of that notion of being right, you will be humble enough to listen to your partner, and you will be able to find out if you are wrong or you are not. And again, you will be able to understand you will be able to understand your partner more. Again, if you feel that the arguments are on another level. It is always good to take a break from the arguments, because if both of you are shouting at each other at the highest of your voices, you cannot come into an agreement. It is good to agree to disagree. Arguments are not good, but it is normal in a marriage. Why? Because the two of you are two different people living one life. Your judgments at some points becomes different. You are judging the other way and the other one is judging the other way. But my point is, always argue respectfully and keep in mind that you should be humble, and in this case you will listen to each other and you will come into an agreement. Guys, another point is that you should be relevant in your home. Let your relevance be felt in your home. Now, in this case, I'll give an example of us women. If you have house helps in your home, it is good. If you can afford house helps, they are there to assist you when you cannot do whatever is supposed to be done in your home. But then there are limits. Never let your house help to spread your bed. If your house helps are cooking in the kitchen, make sure to be part of it. Inspect the way your food, your husband's and your children's food is being cooked in the kitchen. Are they cooked in the right way? Are the ingredients balanced and things like that? House helps are there to support us, but not the other way around. Guys, if your house helps are the ones washing your husband's clothes, for example, if you are too busy to do that, we know how the economy of these days is. It's okay, but make sure you are the one giving the house helps your husband's clothes to wash, but not them coming to pick the clothes. Because you know why? Men are not as careful as us women. They will even drop those clothes that you yourself is supposed to wash along with the long trouser. So it's okay, but make sure you are the chief madam of your house, because that is who you are. You cannot just be a sex giver and the mother of his kids, because anybody else can do that. Not anybody else can do that good personality that you possess. Again, guys, you should always give yourselves time. Spending time together has its own way of strengthening the bond amongst you. If you don't give each other time, that feeling or that connection that initially brought you together, there's to carve a gap, and in this way that bond tends to break and learning each other becomes almost impossible. And the attention or the mind, always, you know that out of sight, out of mind. If you don't spend time together, that bond tends to break, and that you will not feel that attraction towards each other like those who spend time together. Another point, guys, and the last point, guys, the last point and the most important of it is that always welcome God into your marriage. Pray like you've never prayed before. Pray like that is the only job you know how to do. Guys, prayer has its own way of moving mountains. Problems can be solved by prayer. You know why? Because if you welcome God into your prayers, the temptations that would have come into your marriage will be minimal. Human beings must have problems, but there are those problems that can break you, and there are those problems that can make it through. So guys, always make God a norm. Make prayer a norm in your marriage. Always remember God. Always make time for prayer. If you are tired, that is now the best time to pray. Never say, I'll pray tomorrow. And guys, I think I have come to the end of my video. Remember that A day might not be good, but every day has something good in it. Always wake up, dress up, show up, and never to give up. Always have a positive mind, because negative mind can never give you positive results or positive life. Guys, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I welcome you. Let us journey together, because I can only go far alone, but I can go further with you. Guys, let us meet in the next video. Bye.